Does your front rack position look like this, with your elbows pointed to the floor, your upper back hunched over, and you're missing more lifts as you drop the bar to the front than standing up with them? Well, this is how your front rack position should look, with your elbows up, your back straight, and without stress on your wrists, elbows, or shoulders. Follow our 4-part series using the Sidekick Tool to improve your front rack position. Hi, I'm James Young. I'm a chiropractor here in Alberta. Today we're going to be going over a 4-part series of how to clean up your front rack position. So using the Sidekick Tool, we're going to be focused on breaking up any tightness and adhesions within the muscle, within the fascia, and we're going to be showing you a quick demo of how to use that today. So using our Sidekick Tool, we're going to work through the upper back and thoracic spine. So today we're going to include the shoulder blade with this. Really, there's no border between your upper back and shoulder as far as working with the tool. You can really expand, start working into the shoulder, into the arm, but just for simplicity, we're going to focus on the upper back today. We're going to use the muscle balm just to really make it so it's not abrasive on the skin, just to warm up the area a little bit. And so, because of these erectors really covering a lot of ground, we're going to have long, broad strokes to start out. And we're really just, again, keeping that tool at a 30-degree angle, right on the border of the shoulder blade. Big thing in the back is to really avoid grinding over any bones. You know, some people are going to have their ribs sticking out a little bit more, the shoulder blade itself, so we really don't want to be going over any bony structures. That will obviously be very painful, and you're really not seeing any progress with that. We can change that direction as, you know, different muscles, your middle trap fibers are really coming horizontal. We can follow those. And we can incorporate some movement with this as well. You can look up and down, go ahead, just slowly rock your head back and forth. Go ahead and look down again. And then the same thing, go ahead and reach across to your left knee. Having to reach that arm across just moves that shoulder blade to the side. And this again just opens up some of this musculature. So we're gonna continue to work through this. And again, you're really letting the tissue guide you, you're letting the tool guide you where it starts to respond. That's where you're going to focus a lot of your time. A great thing to do too is even get somebody into that front rack position, and as she brings this arm up, you can even be standing in a squatted position, and again, still working through this tissue and following this out over that shoulder blade. Just again, be careful of any bony structures that you're not grinding over those. So the first exercise we're going to show for increasing your thoracic spine mobility is just going to be using a peanut. You can use a couple of tennis balls, tape together, lacrosse balls, whatever works for you. So we're going to focus really multiple areas through the spine. We're going to place it just on your back. Go ahead and lay back there, Dallas. And so as you're doing this, ideally, you want to feel that increased arch through your thoracic spine, and we don't want to increase our arch through your low back or flail your ribs too much. A lot of times that happens in a front rack position. We end up doing this, and we get a lot of arching through our low back, and we lose a lot of the power with the drive coming up from that rack position. So now we're just going to have Dallas just alternate her arms, so go ahead and lift your arms up. And so even just look on Dallas' face, definitely a little bit of discomfort here. Different segments through your back are going to be more uncomfortable, especially as you work up higher into your upper back. So this is a good pace, moving her arms back and forth. As she does that, what happens is that segment of the spine that the peanut is on just kind of gyrates back and forth just a little bit. So we're getting a little bit of mobilization at the same time working through that soft tissue that we just worked through with the Sidekick. So go ahead and just move the peanut up just a little bit. So you can go through the same range of motion with your arms, and typically the higher that the peanut gets up your thoracic spine, the more uncomfortable it's going to be. So again, you certainly don't want this to be painful. It should just be kind of a mild discomfort that you should be able to tolerate for a few minutes. So the second drill that we're going to be working on is primarily focusing on thoracic spine mobility, but we're also going to get a little bit of lumbar mobility with this as well. So keeping your one arm straight, go ahead and bend your right elbow and just put that wrist on the back of your head. Dallas is going to drop this elbow towards her wrist. As she does that, she's going to feel a bit of a stretch through this lat and posterior shoulder, and then turn and look straight up at the ceiling and follow your elbow with your head so you're looking up. Ideally, we should be close to 180 degrees, which is where Dallas is now. So you're going to do this for usually about 10 reps. A lot of times you'll find that the first 3 or 4 reps may be really tight, that you're only getting halfway. As you continue to progress through the set, that it'll actually open up and start moving a little bit better. Now, so the advancement of this move, we're just going to have to sit back on our heels. What this does is really locks up this lumbar spine. So shoot this arm up just like you're in a bit of a child's pose, and then same thing, right hand back of your neck, and bring that elbow right underneath, and again stretching through the lat, and then looking up at the ceiling. And so you can see, really the thing is to focus on locking up this lumbar spine, and then we can really isolate this movement through that upper back. So that wraps up our thoracic spine segment of our Clean Up Your Front Rack Position Use This Sidekick Tool. Follow up with us for the next 3 videos, focusing on the shoulder, the elbow, and the wrist.